Hello friends, if you are new around here, I'm addicted to buying these Goodwill mystery palettes. These palettes are 6-foot high palettes and they are stacked all the way to the top with clothing. They also have hard goods palettes, you guys. I did end up buying a palette on this day. You're going to see me digging through it. I'm going to show you everything I got. This is going to be a long one. Stick with me, grab a snack, grab a drink. It's exciting. I love buying these, you guys. It's the best bang for my buck where I live. I can't get inventory any less than $2 per item unless I buy one of these palettes. It's a lot of work, but it's awesome. It is auction style. So you go in and you can look through the palettes, you can touch, you can move things around. You just can't like take things out and move it from one palette to the next. They give you like 15 minutes to look through everything so you can decide which palette you want, and then the auctioneer will come around and every palette starts at $60. The most expensive palette sold for $100. Look at those current Elliott jeans. This palette was amazing. I regret not buying this one. Just the stuff I found on the top, like a bunch of Zara, current Elliott, and these palettes, you guys, have hundreds of items in them. My palette that I bought on this day, you're going to see in a minute, had anywhere from like 300 to 400 items. I couldn't count all of them, you guys. It was a lot. So we're going to bid on one, we're going to buy one, and then I'm going to show you what I got. So stick around to the end and you can see all the goodies I scored for $60, you guys. They do give you quite a bit of time. I thought it was like 15 minutes, but on this day they were running slow. So we actually had like close to 30 minutes to look through the palettes. And oddly enough, you guys, no one really wanted clothing palettes on this day. And look at how many clothing palettes they have. A lot of the people that come here are regulars. They come a couple times a week and they buy like 5 to 10 palettes. And from what the manager told me, a lot of them like take it home to Mexico to sell it for a profit. So they're resellers, but they're really focused on the hard goods. Can you believe I was the only person to buy a clothing palette? Some of these people buy 10 palettes, you guys. I'm a one-woman show, so I just bought one palette, but nobody else wanted clothing. That was the first time this has ever happened. Interrupting this portion of the video to say a huge thank you to our sponsor, Vendoo. Vendoo is a cross-listing service, you guys, that I have been using for a long time now, and I love it. You can cross-list to over 11 different marketplaces. I put up one listing, and I push it out to Poshmark, eBay. They have Mercari, they have Depop. I love it, you guys. It just streamlines my listing process. It makes listing so much easier and it allows me to get more sales because I'm listing on more platforms. Also, they have a 40% off offer right now. I will leave my link down below along with the code. It's good through January 31st, you guys, so you don't have much time. Click my link. Use the code, you get 40% off your first month. They have a new feature that they just released that you can send offers to multiple platforms, you guys. You go to one page, you click what listing you want to send the offer to, and you can send that offer to the item on eBay, on Poshmark, wherever it's listed. It's really awesome. So I will leave a link down below. Thank you to Vendoo for sponsoring this video. Let's get back into it, and then make sure you stick around to the end because I'm actually going to show you a lot of the stuff I got in this palette. All right, now we start the fun slash not so fun part of actually going through the palette. So you do actually have to move the palette yourself, and you have to do it in their like parking area, and you have to go through everything, and anything you don't want you can give back to them. What I do is anything I don't want, I try to pick stuff that my women's shelter needs. So whenever I buy one of these palettes, I'm probably taking them like 200 pieces of clothing. I usually call them and ask them like, hey, what do you need this week? And they'll tell me, oh, we need work clothes, because they have a lot of work programs for the ladies, and oh, we need babies clothes. Like really look into it, you guys. If you have donations, look into shelters because they oftentimes need the stuff that we have as resellers. So I go through the palette. This whole palette, I went all the way to the bottom. I will not put you guys through staring at my butt for that long. I'm sorry. It's really hard to get a good angle when you're going through this palette, you guys, because you have to park strategically so that you can get this stuff in your car. And I'm not comfortable putting a camera stand out to film me. I really admire those people that just don't care and like will put out a camera stand. I literally went to the post office the other day. This girl had her camera stand out while she was emptying, like she had like 100 packages into the package bin, and the whole post office was just staring at her. She looked fabulous. I was like, look, I was gonna ask her like, can I follow you? Because I want to know what your business is. I'm so nosy, but I don't have the gusto to do that. Gusto, is that the word? So I just try to like hide my camera in my car. So the angle's not great, but you can see I'm 5'6", you guys. I don't know if this angle is showing you. This palette is 6 foot tall and it has hundreds of items in it. I ended up paying $60. This was the first time. I've been buying these palettes for months now, you guys. This is the first time nobody wanted a clothing palette. And also there were not that many people there. Usually when I come to this auction, there are at least 20 people there. There were maybe like 8 and nobody bought a clothing palette. Usually when I'm there, like all the clothing palettes sell out or I'll get there too late because I have work and they're gone and I don't get one. So I couldn't believe it. I always tell you guys, if I had someone helping me, I would definitely buy more than one palette. I think it makes more financial sense to buy more than one since you're already there, just to get through as much as you can. But since I'm just by myself and, you know, I gotta work and stuff, I just bought one. I found some awesome stuff in this palette, you guys. This was the palette that I took home the least amount of items. I ended up taking 220 items to my women's shelter, but then I only kept 68 items, which is still amazing, right? Because I paid $60 for the palette, so that's less than $1 per item. But usually in these palettes, I try to get like at least 100 items, but some of this stuff was just not in that great of a shape. And the brands are just brands that I wouldn't sell or don't sell, like a lot of Walmart, a lot of Target, a ton of Shein. Is it Shein or Shein? A ton of that. So I passed on all that stuff. But then I also found some amazing stuff. So I'm going to show you in a haul portion of the video just like one bundle of the things I got. I love buying these palettes. I always tell you guys, if I could buy more, I would. But as I'm going to mention in the haul portion, don't let this disillusion you. It's a lot of work. It's fun, but it's also a lot of work digging through these palettes, trying to find items that are worth taking home. So let's jump to the haul portion and I'll show you what I got. Friends, so I thought instead of just showing you me digging through the palette, which I feel like can be kind of boring, we would include a haul portion at the end. I will say I don't want to disillusion or mislead anyone. This is a lot of work. I'm sure I've mentioned this when I was digging through the palette. This is a lot of work, you guys, and this is one of the first palettes where I kept the least amount of items. So I paid $60 for this and I kept like 68 items to be exact. So we'll just round up to 70. Usually I can at least keep 100. This was so much work, you guys. I was really like chugging through that stuff. There had to be like at least 300 to 400 pieces of clothing in there. So a lot of work, but it is the most affordable way I can get inventory. I can't get inventory any less than $2 per item where I live here in Los Angeles. We used to have Dollar Day, like 2 years ago. I think they got rid of it, and now it's $2 Day. So the most affordable inventory I can get is $2 Day, or I buy these palettes and I just dig through, and that really brings my cost of goods down to like, I try to keep it to at least $1 per piece, usually even less. So in this case, this would be even less, but it's a lot of work, you guys. So it's like, do you have the time and the energy to dig through a 6 foot, 300 to 400 item palette, or do you have the money to go to a traditional thrift store or even the Goodwill outlet? I will say it's a lot of work. Levi's, more on that. We'll talk about that towards the end. Like if I think I would continue to buy this if I wasn't on YouTube. Levi's jeans, these are bread and butter jeans for me. Honestly, all Levi's at this point are bread and butter jeans for me. I sell most of them, you guys. If I can find them at a good deal, I sell them. These are in great condition. These are Levi's 501. Where's the size? Sometimes I struggle to find the size on these. Is it back here? No, I'll find it later. But these are a definite keeper, especially because they're in good condition. A couple of my friends were like, all Levi's are not made the same. Like, you shouldn't pick up all of them. But when I'm getting stuff at less than $1 per piece, you better believe I'm gonna sell it. All right, Madewell size 3X dress, perfect condition. There's gonna be a lot of caveats because I'm trying to make this as informationally informative as possible. That makes no sense. I'm trying to make this as informative as possible. What I have learned about these palettes, you guys, is though they are a lot of work, oftentimes I could sell like 3 items out of the palette that cover the cost of the palette and everything else is profit. So that is one plus, and that is one reason why I keep buying these, and I would continue to buy them even if I didn't do YouTube, just because, like I said, cost of goods where I live is very expensive. This is the most affordable way for me to get inventory. So if I had time, which I do, I could buy one of these a month, but some of these people literally buy like a couple a week. I can't do that because I don't have the time, but I do think it's worth it to get this amount of inventory for such a good deal, because I recently sold a plus size Madewell pre-owned dress. I think it was a size 2X, and I sold it for $57. So like 1 or 2 items can cover the cost of the palette. It looks like Goodwill wanted $9.99. Something I did learn, I don't know if I mentioned in the voiceover part, is that they do have some palettes that they sell, that they auction. Hubby's just staring at me.
Just watching you work.
I thought you were working. So you have to work. You can sit there if you want. You just have to be quiet. You can sit there. Are you going to bed? What I was saying was, he threw me off, is that one of the guys was like, that was going to buy a pallet. He was like, which one just came off the truck? I didn't realize that they have some pallets that are just raw from the trucks that bring the donations in. I thought all of these pallets were a mix of things from their traditional thrift store and then stuff that didn't sell at the Goodwill outlet, but that's not the case. They do. I was talking to the manager. You guys know I'm always talking to people. You guys make fun of me because you're like, is there anybody you don't talk to? I talk to almost everyone at the thrift store, especially the employees. They're just so informative and helpful usually. She was telling me that that it's like 50% pallets that are just raw donations that have never been to a store. So I didn't even know to ask that. Next time I buy one of these, I'm going to ask, hey, which one just came off the truck? Like, I think she said the one I bought was from traditional thrift stores. So that's good to know. Not all of this stuff, because I've seen comments that say, oh, it's all the stuff that didn't sell at the Goodwill outlet. No, she told me my palette is stuff that didn't sell at the traditional store that they just brought directly to the pallet place. But yeah, she said they get stuff for the pallets from all 3 ways. So stuff that didn't sell at the Goodwill outlet, things that didn't sell at the traditional thrift store, and then sometimes it's just raw donations. Like people dropped it off to donate at Goodwill and then they put it in the pallet. So anywho, Banana Republic, size medium. This is a wrap, like a wrap front top, and it's 100% cotton. Banana Republic J. Crew. My oldies but my goldies know. It's my bread and butter. Keeps the lights on. I sell it all the time. I just love it. They're 2 of my favorite mall brands to sell. Lululemon, size 22. We have some, size 27 pants, but they have some stains, and I believe they're like bleach stains because they're a little lighter than in the pant. So I feel like that's an easy little dye job. These are so nice, and it even has the pull tag. All the time when I find Lululemon, you guys, it never has the pull tag. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to keep these. They're very stretchy. I don't know the official name. I'd have to look up the SKU, but they're my size. I don't know if I keep those or if I dye them and sell them. I don't know. I'll keep you posted. This is Foxcroft NYC, size extra large. This is 100% cotton or linen. I don't even know if this is men's or women's. Comment down below if you do. But I'm going to keep this for myself because I love, it's 100% linen. I love anything 100% linen, 100% cotton. It's oversized for me, and I love an oversized white tee. I wear it year round, you guys. I wear linen year round. That's just kind of because of where I live, but like I would wear that with some like oversized jeans in the winter and some boots. I would wear it with shorts and heels in the summer. I literally wear it year round. So that one is mine. I got this for my 4-year-old because my children are giants. This is a H&M size 7, 8, 100% cotton little button up, and looks like Goodwill wanted $2.99 for it. It didn't sell, so I got it for under $1. Yeah, my 4-year-old is already wearing size 6 clothing. It's crazy. So I figure he'll be wearing that in a couple months. This is a new Tags Oh Poly dress. This is cute. Ooh, size 8. I can't keep all this. I'm like, this might work. I'm about a 6'8". Is this gonna fit me? It's brand new with the tags, you guys. This is so cute. It's very short. Or am I just a giant? This looks very short. Maybe this would literally have to be a top on me. I'm 5'6". I'll have to look I'll have to look this up. I was really genuinely gonna keep it, but this is like a nightgown. Anyways, brand new with the tags. I will take it. I don't have much experience selling that brand. If you guys do, let me know. I know a couple years ago it was a pretty trendy, popular brand, but at less than $1 per piece, I will take it, especially new with the tags, you guys. Tommy Hilfiger, size medium. This is the classic fit. This is another bread and butter sell for me. This will probably give me like $20, maybe $25. I like to steam these so they don't look wrinkled when I photograph them. And I've noticed when I do take the time to steam, it sells for more. So I'll probably steam that. I don't steam everything, you guys, but especially stuff that looks super wrinkly and I know it'll command a better profit, I will steam it. That was my grandma's scarf. I don't know how that got in this pile. My dad and my grandma are visiting. This is TBJ Nearby. Never heard of the brand. It's in really good condition. It's got some stretch to it. Nice striped button up. Definitely keep that. I'll have to look up comps. This is We the Free. This is in really good condition. Soft, stretchy, size small. This would easily fit like a size 2X. We all know free people, free sizing, right? This one is French Connection. French Connection is one of those mall brands. I don't know if they're still in malls. A couple of years ago they were. It's funny, I was in Beverly Hills recently and they still have a storefront there, and it's a very big, nice storefront, and it's very expensive, you guys. Like this sweater retailed for close to $100. It does need some pilling, but it's deep pilling. It doesn't need more pilling. It has enough. Size medium. What's in here? It feels really soft and stretchy. It's cotton polyester. Gosh, it's super soft. Yeah, French Connection is just one of those brands that is just very expensive. This is a new with tags. Is it a top or tunic dress? This is Bamboo Canna. This looks like something that was like sold at a resort. It says Dominican Republic. I feel like this was like sold at the resort. You know those like high-end beachy resorts where you just need something to throw on to go to the beach. And then this tunic dress is randomly like $75 US, but you're desperate, so you just buy it. I feel like we've all been there. This retailed for $45. I was trying to see where it was made. I want to know if it was made in the Dominican, but nice. Fun fact, my dad took me to the Dominican for my graduation present from high school, and he was single then, and he actually ended up getting kidnapped and robbed by 2 women. It was like it was his high school graduation, you guys. I swear my parents could like write books on their lives. Literally, I was about to call the police because he didn't come home. It's a mess, you guys. I literally felt like I took him on his graduation trip. I don't know if he wants me sharing that story, but yeah, friends. All right, Everlane. These are the 26 ankle, the vintage skinny jean, really stretchy. The gusset's in good condition, raw hem. I don't know where else I'm gonna find Everlane pants for less than like $10. I very rarely find Everlane at the bins, you guys. And when I do find it, it's usually like in really bad shape. So I feel like just 2 of these items that I've shown you so far will sell and can take care of the cost of the palette. And then everything else is just Spanx. I thought this was Skims when I saw it. It feels kind of like Skims. I was like, is that Skims? This is Assets Red Hot label by Spanx. It's size extra large. It's a little stretched out, but it's still in really good condition and actually doesn't have any stains or anything. When I find Spanx, you guys, at the Goodwill outlet, it's usually a mess. Like I almost feel like I shouldn't touch it. Like that's how crazy it usually looks. So that's in really good condition. This is Hugo Buscati, Buscati, made in Hong Kong. This looks vintage. I could be wrong. I'll have to look this brand up, but this is a very nice jacket. It just looks fancy. I could be wrong. Sometimes the tags are misleading. Dry clean only, so that's nice. This one I am keeping for myself. This is No Boundaries, Walmart, brand new with the tags. It is going to be pretty oversized on me. It's a size extra, extra large, but I love working out in oversized tops. I just love it, especially in the winter, and it's really soft. I think it's actually 100% cotton, which I didn't know. I've been seeing on TikTok that Walmart has been coming up. So it's 60% cotton, 40% recycled polyester. And it's made in Guatemala. I'm just gonna throw that behind you because I'm gonna wash that. So that is mine. This is a Rent the Runway piece. So this is Slate and Willow. It has the barcode, the Rent the Runway barcode. That's how I know. This is size extra small, oversized floral top, really soft, flowy. That's nice. I've never heard of this one before. Ambience outerwear. I feel like this is like kind of boutique-y. I could be wrong. But this is a coat and it's a size large. It's in really good condition. It has really tiny shoulder pads, and sold comps on their coats actually aren't bad. Like I saw a recent comp for a coat that looked just similar to this for like 45 bucks. So that's awesome. This is a new with the tags loft sweater. This thing is so soft and stretchy. I always get so excited, you guys, when I find anything in these palettes that are new with tags, because, you know, this one, I was like digging through. Sometimes you touch some things and you're like, what is that? And then to find like a sweater in pristine condition, new with tags, when you know you're getting such a good deal, just makes me so happy that I can save it from the landfill. And this one, I was trying to find the retail price, but it doesn't have it. And it's in perfect condition, and it is so soft and cozy. Some of this stuff might be listed. Some of this stuff, you guys, I will be selling in my live sale. So if you're watching this on Thursday, the day it comes out, I'm having 2 live sales that day. I will link them down below. Having one on Poshmark, one on Whatnot, and then I'm also having a huge live sale on Whatnot the next day on Friday. So I'll link all that down below if you're interested. But some of this stuff I'm going to sell in a live sale. Some of it I'm going to put in my wholesale order. Some of it I'm going to list. So subscribe if you're interested on what stuff sells for, because I'm going to start doing recap videos. This is a Disney Parks coat or like jacket, size large. It's in really good condition. I sell a lot of Disney stuff, you guys. Pre-owned too. I find a lot of it because obviously Disney, well, I shouldn't say obviously. Some of you don't know where I am, but I'm in Southern California. I find a lot of Disney stuff because Disneyland is here. So I want to say like almost every time I go thrifting, I find at least one Disney piece. I don't pick it up all the time, especially like the little t-shirts and stuff, but like coats, jackets, and some of the more vintage things I pick up. This is Lola River, size large. Some people had this brand listed as sold at Anthropologie. I don't know how true that is. I feel like everyone puts that everything's sold there. This is 100% Tencel. I'll have to check comps, but I'm tempted to keep this because, like I said, I love a good oversized white shirt. And I don't keep things white because I'm very messy, so I need like 10 of them. This is Levi's, the original 525 perfect waist jean. Very stretchy, capri length, and like I said, Levi's is one of my bread and butter brands. And then we have this, this dress has so many safety pins in it. I don't know what was going on here. This is Joe's Jeans, and it's a tube top dress. It's got the side zipper, but then she has like a ton of safety pins in it. Maybe she was doing kind of like a, I don't know, she was like making it her own. But Goodwill wanted $9.99 for it. It didn't sell. It's very cool. It's like a denim feel. It's like a denim tube top dress, but it has a little bit of stretch. That's cool. And then we have a Madewell cardigan. This one is a size extra large. It's got the eyelet detail. This is so cute. This just needs a lint roll. Maybe a little depilling. I love it. For sure, like 2 or 3 things. Maybe 4 of these things could cover the cost of the palette, and then everything else is profit. I have a whole other pal, you guys. Pal? I cannot wait to get my teeth fixed. That's a whole other story. I have a whole other pile of clothing, but I think this video is long enough, and this dusty stuff is bothering my allergies. That is one thing I highly recommend. If you're ever going to the Goodwill outlet or you're buying like a palette, anytime you're dealing with dusty clothing, put a mask on, you guys. It will save you, especially if you suffer from allergies like I do. Like, just filming this haul, my throat is closing up, my nose is clogging up. I don't know if you guys can hear, like, I'm becoming more nasally. It affects allergies so badly. So if you suffer from allergies like I do, highly recommend putting on a mask. I mean, I can't do that now because obviously I'm filming this haul, but I was going to tell you guys that I don't know, being 100% honest, I don't know if I didn't do YouTube, if I would buy these palettes, because one, these videos get very high views. You guys love finding out what I find, and I love sharing it with you. But I will say, I mean, just off this first pile of clothing, that was worth my effort. It really didn't take me that long. I've gotten faster at processing these palettes, you guys, because I've been doing it for the last like 7 months now. So I'm faster at going through it. But when I first started, I was like, geez, this is a lot of work. Like, I don't know if this is worth it, because I really do go through every single piece of clothing. I try to keep as much as I can out of the landfill. So whatever I don't show you that I took, a lot of it, if it's in good condition, I'll take to my local women's shelter. And then whatever I don't want from that, like, I divvy up what I'm going to take to the women's shelter. I'll usually give to someone else who's there who bought a palette. Because you can do that. Once you're done with your palette, if you don't want everything, either the Goodwill will take it back, or you can like just give it. So I usually give it to the people there. They're so nice. Other people, customers that have bought it. So, but every time I go through my haul, I'm like, this was worth it. With the rising cost of inventory, even at my traditional thrift stores, like, I can't get a dress for less than $10 to $15, sometimes way more. I think it was worth it. Even if I wasn't doing YouTube, I'm pretty sure I would at least buy one a month. I will say though, because I do YouTube, I will probably buy like 2 or 3 a month, probably 2. I just don't have the time. I can't do everything. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you want to keep seeing these. Like, if you do want me to keep unboxing them and like taking you with me, let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I might just go and not film it, because then I can be a lot faster. Also, don't forget to check out Bindu. Thank you so much to Bindu for sponsoring this video. Again, 40% off, you guys. It ends very soon. If you're, excuse me, if you're watching this after January, you can still use my link and you'll get 20% off. But right now, they have 40% off. So that's why I keep talking about it so much. So link down below. Don't forget to subscribe. We are so close to 20,000 subscribers. We're so close, friends. YouTube tells me, okay? Tells me that 50% of you that get to the end of this video, there are 50% of you that get to the end. You watch the entire video and you haven't subscribed. That doesn't make sense, friends. I'm here for you multiple times a week. It's free. Subscribe, and I will see you soon. Ciao.